This is probably the only time NordVPN is ever going to be mentioned on the internet without being preceded by the words special thanks to today's sponsor. That said, I've been using NordVPN for the past 3 years now after I purchased a 3-year plan, and it was a pretty good price, but I wanted to share my experiences. Overall, NordVPN, it's alright. They were definitely a pioneer in marketing VPNs to the general public, back when only a few nerds were using Hide My Ass VPN to keep Firesheep from sniffing out cookies on HTTP. However, aside from being big, they're really not anything too out of the ordinary. Nord is really a plug-and-play VPN where they provide anybody the ability to run a decent VPN without doing anything but enter a credit card, install some software, and click a button. Speed is decent, with it being lightning fast most of the time, but it lags really badly sometimes on weekends where everybody else is probably using it. And additionally, while NordVPN excels as a plug-and-play type VPN, they lack some more manual features. For example, they don't allow port forwarding. While they rightly so argue that it can be a security risk, ultimately, for some uses, port forwarding is a required tool, which makes the VPN useless in a few scenarios, and personally, I think they could have very well hidden the feature from those who weren't looking for it, then explain the possible risks for those who needed it, and then let the user handle their own security. That said, if you don't need tools like that, then that's not a factor to consider. Finally, actually on the topic of security, NordVPN doesn't exactly have a good track record with that. On several occasions, they've actually had all their traffic compromised and leaked. You know, the one thing that most people are looking to avoid when having a VPN. Now, this can happen to any company, and I'm sure that as a larger VPN, they're a much greater target, but it definitely is worth taking into consideration. Ultimately, I would consider NordVPN meh to alright, but not necessarily perfect, and not the VPN that I will be going with from now on. Since my subscription expired, I've been using AirVPN, which you can expect a review on shortly. If NordVPN meets your needs, then go for it. Otherwise, however, I would personally recommend you look into other options.